ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਸ਼ੌਨ ਫਰੇਜ਼ਰ ਨੇ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਆਂ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਇਤਿਹਾਸਕ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ 20 ਘੰਟੇ ਦੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਸੀਮਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਲਾਗੂ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੇਗੀ। 20 ਘੰਟੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਇੱਕ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਉਹ ਕਰ ਸਕਣਗੇ ਆਫ ਕੈਂਪਸ। ਜੋ ਐਲਾਨ ਨਵੰਬਰ 15 2022 ਤੋਂ ਲਾਗੂ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਦਸੰਬਰ 31 2023 ਤੱਕ ਇਹ ਲਾਗੂ ਰਹੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਪਰਮਿਟ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਪਰਮਿਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਆਫ ਕੈਂਪਸ 20 ਘੰਟੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਛੋਟ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਖੁੱਲਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਣਗੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਘੰਟੇ ਹੋ ਚਾਹਣ। ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਭਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਕਾਮਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਮੀ ਪਾਈ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰਾ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਹ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ। ਇਸ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸੰਕੇਤ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਸਨ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਸ਼ੌਨ ਫਰੇਜ਼ਰ ਨੇ ਐਲਾਨ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਟੈਟਸ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਨੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਜਾਰੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਅੱਜ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਕਿ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੇਰੁਜ਼ਗਾਰੀ ਦਰ ਸਤੰਬਰ ਮਹੀਨੇ 5.2% ਪਾਈ ਗਈ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਅਗਸਤ ਵਿੱਚ 5.4% ਸੀ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਇਤਿਹਾਸਕ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਅਜਿਹੇ ਅੰਕੜੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਵੱਡੀ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਮਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਮੀ ਪਾਈ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਵਪਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਮੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਪੂਰਤੀ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕੇ ਤੇ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਘੰਟਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਣਗੇ। ਇਹ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ।
It's a real pleasure to be here. And first, thanks so much to our hosts here at Happy Goat. You know, this is a coffee shop near the University of Ottawa campus that actually employs international students. And it's a really a great pleasure to be here with the team at Happy Goat today to share what I think is some important news for an important economic policy that's going to help address the labor shortage. You know, international students are, in my view, enrich and contribute to Canada in so many different ways. They help diversify Canadian communities and schools. They help combat the demographic trend of our aging population and help grow our economy. Many are also part of our labour force who gain valuable Canadian work experience when they study and help businesses grow who are in search of talent. You know, across Canada, one of the top things I've heard over the last number of months when I talk to businesses or players in the Canadian economy is that you can't walk down any main street without seeing a help wanted sign in the window. We've had an extraordinary economic recovery from the depths of the COVID-19 pandemic. And what we've seen is that Canada has bounced back as strong as any economy in the world. We've seen GDP has bounced back well above pre-pandemic levels. We see that about 115% of the jobs that were lost during the pandemic have been recovered. And we have about the lowest rate of unemployment, not just since the beginning of the pandemic, but in Canada's history, since we started keeping track of those statistics more than half a century ago. Despite this economic success, we're still dealing with an economy that just a few months ago had nearly 1 million jobs that were available, and businesses have been trying to fill those jobs. That's why today I'm announcing that we're adding another important measure to help fight against Canada's widespread labour shortages while also continuing to support international students. Beginning on November 15th until the end of 2023, we're lifting the limit of 20 hours per week that eligible students are allowed to work off campus while studying. This means that more than 500,000 international students who are already here in Canada are going to be eligible to work more if they choose to do so. This change is going to help sustain Canada's post-pandemic growth and provide a boost to thousands of employers looking to add to their staff for the upcoming holiday season, particularly in sectors that are facing the most severe labour shortages. It's also going to give many post-secondary students a greater opportunity to support themselves, to gain work experience in Canada, and in many instances actually in their field of study as well. I want to share some details as well about some changes we're making to study permit extensions. This year, by the end of August, just to get a sense of what the volumes are that we're dealing with, we've processed more than 452,000 study permit applications. During the same period in 2021, which is actually the all-time record before this year, we processed 367,000 applications in the same period. It's clear that we're speeding up this processing, but we know that we can do even better as more international students set their sights on Canada as a top destination. So today we're also announcing a new pilot program that's going to help automate the processing of applications to extend study permits. The approval rate for study permit extensions is consistently very high. We're talking 96% this year, 97% last year. So it's an ideal group to pilot a new idea that will automate study permit extension applications.